kindly sit down, and thank you for your courtesy. Executive Secretary Salvador Mijaldia and the other members of the Cabinet, His Excellency Quoc Tuan, Vietnam Ambassador to the Philippines, Pasay City Representative Amy Calixto Rubiano, AFE Chief of Staff Lieutenant General Ray Leonardo Guerrero, and the other service commanders, other distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I am leaving for Da Nang, Vietnam, for the 2017 APEC Economic Leaders Meeting. I anticipate a highly productive meeting, and I look forward to exchanging ideas with my fellow leaders and old friends on how we can strengthen relationships to sustain the economic vigor of Asia-Pacific region. As a founding member of APEC, the Philippines has hosted the economic leaders meeting twice. Our continued engagement in an investment in our economic future as our country seeks to sustain our development and work towards more significant investments and a golden age of infrastructure. I have accepted the invitation to speak to APEC CEOs on dialogue with big businesses, sustain our economic gains, and contribute to the prosperity of a larger Asia economic region. I will also participate in our continuing dialogue with APEC Business Advisory Council to deepen regional economic growth, integration, and to promote inclusive growth. When the Philippines hosted APEC, we have put forward these important initiatives of promoting inclusive growth, investing in human capital development, and the fostering of MSME participation in the global market. In the APEC meeting in Lima, Peru, I strongly supported the APEC Services Competitiveness Roadmap, a key outcome of our country since the services sector is the biggest contributor to our GDP. Ibig sabihin, tao. I made a strong pitch for food security through sustainable economic, agricultural, forest, and fisheries, beneficial policies to MSMEs, regulatory reform, human capital development, and connectivity, and inclusive growth. This year will amplify that call for renewed vigor. We will continue to reiterate the themes of our development economic growth in order to reinforce our strategic importance to achieve the goals of realizing a prosperous Philippines with equal access to opportunities to all. As chair of ASEAN, we will use these platforms of ASEAN and APEC to promote advocacies close to the heart of every Filipino. Access to international markets of our MSMEs, a comfortable life for our people. Comfortable lang, okay na ako. Not so good a life or a luxurious life. I only dream for my country, a better life for our people, food security, connectivity, the rule of law, anti-corruption, and regional security. At the inaugural dialogue between APEC and ASEAN, as ASEAN chair, I will engage the leaders of our greater Asia-Pacific region to commit in pursuing our shared economic prosperity. This as we work jointly to ensure that our region is secure from the menace of transnational crimes such as illegal drug trade, terrorism, and extremism, and crimes at sea, or what you would know as piracy, or piracy, if you may. Finally, we give support to our ASEAN brother, Vietnam, who holds this year's economic and the APEC chairmanship. This year is indeed a rare opportunity where two ASEAN member states chair key regional meetings, which is an opportunity to push for the ASEAN economic agenda. Upon my return, I hope to build up on the discussions at the APEC to boost the Philippines and ASEAN's agenda in our chairmanship of the 31st ASEAN Summit and related other summits. Thank you, and may you have a good day. Maybe I can... Secretary Andanar, if you have some guys who would like to ask questions, I would gladly
We have CCTV.
entertain.
Mr. President, we have a reporter from CCTV to ask a question.
Maraming nakalinya. Isa-isa lang. Bigat ang kalaban.
Afternoon, President. This time in Da Nang will be a special meeting between APEC and ASEAN.
Yes.
It's APEC ASEAN dialogue, leaders dialogue meeting. And I know as a chairperson of ASEAN, you will be hosting that meeting. And also, Chinese President Xi Jinping will also deliver an important speech on that meeting. So I would like to know, as the chair of ASEAN, what kind of expectation you will raise on that meeting, and what's your expectation from Chinese side you want to hear on that meeting? Thank you, sir.
Well, first of all, they should be hearing me as I would deliver the plenary first round. And maybe I'll talk about economic imbalance and the impact of globalization on those countries who are left behind. Those countries like us who export resources and they are manufactured outside of the country, and we import them again, double the price of what we get when we export. These are the things that globalization has created a big gap. I hope that the economic giants would make the adjustments. Total, yung kung anong ibigay nila sa atin, kita na nila yan eh. It is not taxes of the people of their own country, but rather what they have maybe earned over the years as they occupy a higher ladder in the agenda of the economic world. So, and terrorism, and of course the China Sea. It's about time that ASEAN countries, not really to confront, but to make clear to us what China really wants. I suppose that I'd bring the matter because while we were focused on the dangers of North Korea regarding its saber rattling, and lahat doon nakatingin, I do not take it against China. He has claimed every part of it and nobody stopped him. So, tanungin ko lang siya, what are the stakes? You want to control the passage, or do we have the free passage? Unbridled, undisturbed, unmolested, while we use that small way from the Indian Ocean, the Indo-China Pacific, which is facing Palawan. Not because I'm so much interested as a person, but for the sake of my country and the others who have the overlapping claims. And that is why the truth is, if I could only confront China, or if it is China alone, there's no problem. But I said there are contesting countries which has overlapping jurisdiction.